Today I'm going to show you how to do a quick and easy nail hole fill. I've tried a lot of different methods and I found that this is really a great product to use. Let's get started. This is Wood Filler by Elmer's and I use the interior product. Dries fast, dries hard, paintable, sandable, resist shrinking and cracking, easy water cleanup, solvent free. This is the 32 ounce, which you used to be able to buy at Lowe's, which now they sell a smaller downsized container, but you can still buy this on like eBay or Amazon. And this is a great product. I had a painter tell me about this. I used to use drywall mud or caulking, and neither one of those work good for nail hole fills. Just get a little bit like this and then put the lid back on. I like to keep the lid covered. And then when I'm done and put it in for storage, I like to put just a little bit of water on it. And then what you do is you just come here, take the nail hole putty and fill it like this. And sometimes it covers it really good. Sometimes you gotta go over it again and just kind of fill it like this. And I'll even do the lines right here like this. And then when I come back to sand it, that line on the cabinet will not be there. This stuff works really, really good. Dries in, I don't know, an hour or so, but I'll come back maybe the next day and do a little light sanding on it. And anyways, in little gaps like this, it works really good too. Do not use caulking and gaps in the wood like this because it will not be flat. This you can put a fair amount in and then come back and sand it, and you will not see that line. So here's how it looks. These interior corners along here, definitely use caulking. You do not want to use this putty on the interior corners because it's very difficult to sand, and when you put a bead of caulking in there, it makes that corner go away. It looks like in the nail hole fill stage, haven't sanded this yet, but all these lines and stuff will disappear. Might have to do a little bit more in that corner right there, but definitely do not use caulking here. Put caulking across the top. That looks good. And then what you want to do is you want to paint this next on top of the caulking, so then when we come along and put our paper and tape along here and we spray this, once we pull off the paper and tape, we'll have a nice line. The caulking will be painted right here. Otherwise you'll have that caulking will go up on the wall, and you definitely don't want that look. It'll be a nice clean look, sharp look once we do that. 150 grit sandpaper. This is a little bit more flexible stuff you get at Home Depot or whatever. I put it on this little sanding block, and you can see our angle here. We've used that nail hole fill around the edges, and this stuff, when you just take this 150 grit sandpaper, sand it like that, sand the edges like this, and eventually, it doesn't take much with 150 grit, just kind of real lightly. And then next thing you know, you got a nice finish. And I usually take some older stuff or whatever and kind of curve the edges, just round the edges a little bit, otherwise they'll be really sharp and break off. Here's one that's finished sanding. As you can see, before I have even finished getting the paint on there, the little chip happened right there. I'm gonna have to do a nail hole fill and get that. You can see it's real rounded right here and looks really good. It's gonna look really good when it's painted. One that's painted, and it's been here for maybe 6 months, and you can see it's already starting to get a little bit of wear and tear from vacuum cords, shoes, and whatnot, but you can see. And this line, it looks like a line, but there really actually isn't a line, maybe from cords or whatever. It looks really good like this. I'll show another one here. There's another one that's finished. Looks really good, and you can see cords, shoes, and whatnot. Ends up hitting and scuffing that up. This one I rounded this one off pretty good, but you can see when you do a good job sanding the beginning, it blends in and looks really good.